Hi! Welcome back to Snark and Spark. My name is Emily, and today I am doing a 2021 Stitchy wrap-up, I guess. I'll do a whip parade plus what I have hauled across the year. This is going to be a long video, considering I only have 6 whips, which is all this, but I have a bunch of kits. And I have plans, and I want to show you my plans. But we're going to pause real quick, we're going to back up, and I'm going to say hi. You haven't seen me in a while. 2020 has been a year. It has been a crazy year. I know I've uploaded some videos, I've had a lot of wax/haul videos, but you didn't see me. And I do want to address that real quick. I had a few lovely people reach out to me to double check what was going on. Tess, in particular, you have been so amazing. Check her out. She is Tess Stitches here on FlossTube, and she is a wonderful, amazing person that I feel privileged and honored to call a friend. So please check her out. She's been so sweet to me during all of this. Speaking of, I'm missing a whip that I need to find for her. But I disappeared face-wise for a while, and I went through a really rough span of months, and it all kind of started in like August and kind of went from there until now. So I mean, we're looking at like a span of a few months. August marked the 1-year anniversary of my father's death, and I took that really hard. He'd only been gone a year, and I just felt like it was such a crazy year that when we lost him, and in 2021 was also an incredibly crazy year, and not having that rock that was my dad just threw me for a loop. So it was really rough. Also, I know my camera is completely different. It's because I have no room on my desk to have my normal tripod set up where you're like this. So you're up here, and I'm trying to remember to look because as you'll see, my desk and floor, please ignore everything. It's a hot mess over here, okay? I'm trying to organize, and I'm trying to get everything ready to go, but anyways, let's focus, that's part of it. It marked the anniversary of his death, and then it was his birthday, and then it was Halloween and my son's birthday, and that's rough because Halloween was his favorite holiday. It's also my favorite holiday. Caden's birthday, he turned 9, so my nose is itchy. Just look at that curse. I haven't filmed a face video in so long, so of course my face starts itching. There was just this huge juxtaposition in my head of I was really sad, and it was really, really hard, and I'm also trying to celebrate these events and these milestones. And then, we had Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of this, and to me, those holidays are like my dad's holidays. Thanksgiving was always with my dad and his family. Always had to try something new with the turkey. And Christmas, I don't do Christmas. Christmas is really rough for me. I don't have necessarily good, solid, happy memories of Christmas growing up. Just was not a happy time for me, so Christmas is really rough. Plus, the good memories I do have of Christmas all revolve around my dad and traditions with my dad, and that's really hard. If you have ever gone through any stage of grief, and I'm sure most of you have, I experienced this. There was this sense of guilt for like being happy without him, and I felt guilty for like doing those traditions without him. Like it felt like I wasn't allowed to do it anymore because he's not here. Obviously that's not true. There's no reason to feel guilty for continuing a tradition that honors a loved one. So this was the first year that I was able to like do some of those traditions, slowly, not all of them, but a couple, just to honor his memory, and it was rough. And on top of all of this happening as well, there was a mix-up with my doctor's office and with some of my other care providers, and a medication that I have been taking, that I was taking on a daily basis to help manage stress and anxiety. Very common anti-anxiety and antidepressant known as Prozac. There was a miscommunication, and my prescription was not refilled, and I could not get it refilled, and I ended up taking off of this medication abruptly, and quitting it cold turkey, which is not ideal. And so I did go through also a withdrawal. Not like what you think necessarily withdrawal with like drug addicts, but you still go through a withdrawal when you've been taking something every single day, especially when it is with your mental health. And I was in a really bad place mentally. I was in a weird place for a while, then I was in a bad place for a while. As your body and brain readjusts to that helper just being gone. So I've also been dealing with that. And I was at a place where I just could not stand putting myself forward because I didn't feel right. And I knew that I didn't feel right. And I've mentioned this before, that if I don't feel my best, I'm not going to give you a half-assed version of me. I'm not going to give you part of me that isn't 100% real and 100% here. It didn't feel fair, and it wasn't valid, and so I didn't. Now, did I also explain what happened? No! That's also the fun of that kind of thing, is everything goes haywire and everything goes out the window. And I was honestly in survival mode. I was just trying to get through every single day as it came. I am happy to say that whilst I have not started a new medication yet, that I finally have finished going through that withdrawal process, which is really good. I have restarted therapy with a therapist that I adore. She is fantastic, and I am so grateful and thrilled to be working with her. I feel like we connected instantly during just like our initial session, and every session since then she has shown me nothing but patience and kindness, and I truly appreciate that, and I am looking forward to continuing therapy with her. She is also helping me to take steps to meet with a psychiatrist. So there is a difference. So she is my therapist, she's my counselor, we talk things out. She's helping me get through like crisis mode and into management, and helping me address all of the issues that I have surrounding all of my issues. But a psychiatrist is also able to then prescribe that medication, and the goal was, if I'm being honest, was to slowly wean me off of the Prozac, and to get me on a medication that I felt was working. God, I'm so itchy all of a sudden. I was not itchy before this. But to get me onto a medication that does help and does do its job, that I feel comfortable taking. And she is helping me to find the right psychiatrist to meet with and to start that journey. And I feel good. I feel good about that. which is exciting for me to say. I feel good that I'm back in therapy. I feel good that I am taking steps to meet a psychiatrist, as scary as that is, because you have to take care of yourself. And I said this to Tess recently, Tess Stitches, I am trying to take care of me because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And it has taken me years to come to terms with this and to acknowledge this, that I can't put my best self forward if there's nothing there to back it up. I can talk all day and I can do this, but it's not going to be real and it's not going to be genuine, and then I'm not going to be present and available for my loved ones and for my son and my husband and the people in my life if I am just constantly running on empty. If I'm running on fumes, if I've got an empty cup, but I'm going to keep going. This is actually not an empty cup. No, sorry, I'm distracted. I have to admit, this is a side effect of me not being on medication. My ADHD is all over the place, and so I am easily distracted, and I just will go so bring it back in. But yeah, I am taking this journey. I am starting 2022 strong with putting myself first. And there is nothing wrong with prioritizing your mental well-being, because you cannot take care of others if you are not okay. I am not a good mother or a good wife, a good partner, a good coworker, a good anything when I am not okay. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that, because I know that to be true. I flounder, and it's not cool. Taking care of me and getting the help that I need allows me to come back home and be what I need to be here, and to do that successfully and happily. That's my little rant about therapy. Do it. There is nothing wrong with therapy. It's fantastic. It has helped me so much, and I am so glad to be going back to therapy. It's hard. You face hard truths about yourself. You learn things about yourself, and sometimes it's an eye-opening moment where you're like, oh my gosh, wow. And sometimes you go, ooh, crap, I need to work on that. But that's what it's about. So there's all that. Sorry if you didn't come here for that, but I wanted to bring it up. I wanted to be forthright and honest and let you know where I've been and what happened. But I'm here, and I'm happy to be here. It is the first day of a brand new year, January 1st, 2022, which is crazy to me. It's 20 degrees outside. We're in the middle of a flipping whiteout. I don't even want to tell you what our prediction is for snow. Let me just say that as we checked the weather yesterday, because we did have New Year's plans, we had New Year's Eve plans, we were actively checking the snow forecast to double check if we could continue to have our plans, for we needed to cancel to see when it was going to start snowing and then how much snow we were going to get. And I checked it probably once an hour to once every 2 hours or so, and every time I checked, the snow accumulation amount just kept rising. And we're in double digits of predicted snowfall. So I'm glad today is a Saturday, so hopefully it will stop and we can use our snowblower tonight or tomorrow if it's that bad. But I don't really want to be stuck another day with Caden if I have to. That sounds horrible. He's obviously been home for school break, so we have been home together for the last 2 weeks. He's stir crazy. I'm stir crazy. I'm ready to get back to work. He is ready to go to school. He is missing his friends. We got to see a couple of them. But anyways, blah, 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 blah. See, this is what I'm talking about. Dun, 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 dun. He's ready to go back to school. I'm ready to go to work. I don't really want to be snowed in if we don't have to, because he's supposed to go to work, or he's supposed to go to school on Monday. So let's hope that happens. Anyway, let's get started, because I also do want to eventually circumnavigate back around to my Christmas and my New Year's, because I did do fun things and I want to share that with you. But my desk is also a hot mess. I think he just laughed. So I want to clear my desk off by showing you what I have. So first things first. Where did that go? Dang it. I am missing a project that is fully kitted, because I've laid everything out. And I'm missing a project that is fully kitted, and I have no idea where I put it, and that's really frustrating, because it's not in my Stitchy box. Okay. Sorry, my hair is a hot mess. You guys get to see the top of my head. Look at that. You never get to see the top of my head. It's kind of a gingery color. Who knows? Okay, so first things first, let me show you my active whips, what's going on there. Yeah, so this is my big boy. This is the Letters from Hogwarts Sal that was created by Stuart Cunningham from, like, at this point 2 years ago now. Look at this big old piece of fabric. So I have put it on this big old Q-snap because I can see the entire width of it now. Like, this is the far edge, this is the far edge, and I wanted to be able to actually see how wide it is. This is what I've got. I'll kind of bring it up close. See, I kind of like having this up here, because then I feel like I could show you things easier. So I have almost the complete top part done. I did do the alternate castle that someone else charted. I don't remember the name of who charted it, but I did do the alternate castle. I liked the details. And then here's the Hogwarts Express, and someone also created smoke, which I did, but you can see here, like, this part looks great. What the heck is happening here? That's because I miscounted, and I effed up where things went, and then I went, screw it, and I just kept going, and I figured, it's smoke. It can be wonky. All I need to do, I have the swirls. I did change the position of the yellow. I changed with one of these. I switched the position because the wand colors I chose are really, really light, and I didn't want it to, like, blend in / clash with the yellow here, because I charted, I said this so long ago, this is a piece for my niece's nursery. So my sister gave birth at the beginning of 2021. She's quickly approaching her first birthday, which I am super pumped about. But she did their nursery as Harry Potter themed, and I saw this and decided I'm making a nursery piece. And I asked for my sister's wand, like a picture of it and everything, and she sent me a picture of it, and I kind of mashed together what I could of what Stuart designed and created my sister's wand as best I could. So that is my sister's wand. Plus my sister is a Hufflepuff, so I'm going to do the Hufflepuff banner here, and I just didn't want the yellow on top of the yellow. I just thought that was going to be way too much. So I did do that. Yeah, so sorry, my ear is also incredibly itchy. What is wrong? So basically, all of the top is pretty much done. I just have to finish up this owl here. Which, now that I'm looking at it, I feel like this owl is way too close to the smoke, but I've done way too much on the owl to move it, so it's fine. This whole box is done. This was a potions class section. This is a potions class section, and actually in here I asked my sister what her favorite. You can't see it; it's not showing up. There it is. This is supposed to be it was supposed to be like the love potion, which smells like all of your favorite things. So I asked my sister what her favorite, like her top 3 favorite smells were, and then I charted. Stuart gave us options, and so I charted those in. So I have like a peach. She gave me like all of hers were like floral. So it was like I have a flower. I think this was like lavender because she likes lavender, and this is like a peach because she said blood orange. But yeah, and then like little hearts. But I still have a lot to do on this. So I want this finished by this year. I don't want this hanging around. It needs to be given as a gift. It needs to be gone. I already have like 11,000 stitches in this. It's going to be, this is honestly going to be the biggest project I have ever done thus far. Like, I have never tried to do a hay, I've never done anything like that, but this is going to be the biggest project that I have, which is crazy. So I have actually sat down with this. Well, I need to, but I have decided that I'm going to make this like a SAL in itself. And it was already a SAL, but like, follow me here. I'm going to look at the remaining parts that I have to stitch and break them into 12 stitchable pieces and assign them a month and work on each block a month and just break it into chunks so that it's manageable and so I can get it done. That is my intention with this. Because this is a big boy and I love it, but it needs to be given to its owner, you know, before she turns like 5. So that's this big baby. Oh, and it is on, this is on a custom dyed fabric from Mystic Fabrics. It is a 16 count Aida in 27 by 30. But this was a custom, she dyed this custom for this SAL, so I bought it when it was made. Put this away. I don't have like a bag or anything for this, so it just gets folded and it gets put away in my drawer when I'm not working on it, so that it does not get gross, because I do live with gross boys. Next up, I have this is from the Stitch On a Me Halloween Stitch Along from 2021. I had really good intentions when I started this to there went my thought, geez, okay. I had really good intentions to keep up with this when she announced it and everything. I ordered the full stitch kit from her. I got the patterns. Like, this is the Aida she picked for it. I have her, I did the floss bundle. I have everything in there from her, and this is where I got to. So I have not finished the frame, and I've only done 2 blocks. So yeah, this is on my WIPGO board. I am also doing WIPGO this year, and I set more realistic goals for myself than last year, because if you remember for 2021, I was like, I'm gonna do all these finishes. No, did not happen. I quickly realized I had bit off way more than I can chew. So this year with WIPGO, I set stitch goals. So, like for example, because I knew I was going to break Letters from Hogwarts into sections, I have a couple blocks that say like Letters from Hogwarts section. I did this. I broke into like number of blocks where I was like, do 3 blocks, do so ever many blocks, do the frame. The frame is like a whole thing of itself. So I've also tried to set goals with this to make it manageable. Lol. Don't worry about seeing this bag yet, because I have another one of these, and I will show you. So I have two of the same bag, so if you can't really read this, it says Happiness is Handmade, and I really like it because it's see-through. I'll show you the other one. Then I've got, this is, did I just vibrate? Whatever. This is Read Now, and it is my oldest WIP. I have been working on this forever because I just don't do it. I love it in theory. It's very simple. It looks like an old-timey advert for reading, and I really do like it. I just have no motivation to stitch it, and I think it's because it's simple. Like, it's not hard at all. The stitches are easy to do, like, which sounds so weird. I'm like, I think I like a challenge. I get bored when it's like easy, and so then I stop doing it. Which leads me to my next one that I had planned on having done, but I didn't finish it. So it's all queued up, and I'm not going to take it off the Q-Snap. All I have left on it is just filling in this blue color. It's filling in the rest of like the shield, like this badge with this blue color. And because all it is just block color filling, I'm bored. Like, I will work on it and I'm just like, and I have to like bribe myself to stitch on it. And the only reason that I'm still like working on it is because it's a Christmas gift, and I already showed the person, because I didn't want them to think that I didn't have a gift for them, because it's for my husband's brother-in-law. I didn't want him to think I didn't have a gift for him, so I was like, no, look, like, you have a gift, I promise. So I have to finish it. But it is, maybe you do know, maybe you don't, it is the like logo for a video game called Rocket League that he is a huge fan of, and he plays it almost daily. But my husband plays it with him, Caden plays it. It's just a silly little video game that they play together, but essentially you drive cars and you play soccer. And you play soccer with cars. But they love it, and so I found a pattern made by a Reddit user who created and like designed the logo. So that's for him. It's so close to being done, and I started this like mid-December. The rest of it went really quickly. It really did. The rest of it went quickly. I just have to finish this stupid blue. It'll go quickly. My goal was to have this finished, but I did not want to bring it into 2022. I wanted it to be done. I have worked on it like for the last 2 weeks almost exclusively, and I just could not motivate myself to do it. Because yes, I have WIPs, and I explained why I didn't work on those. Because I knew I wanted to get this done, I basically looked at all of my other WIPs and got them to an even round 100, whatever it was. So like, I know for a fact that like this, like 2 of them are at 1200, another is at 1500. So once I hit like 100, because I like to start on 100 for counting, I just put them away for the year. And then I did that. And all that was left was this. And I just went 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. I was like, where are my missing WIPs? Next, I have 2 more WIPs, and then we move on to everything else. Look at all these strings. This is one of the holiday truck ornaments. This one is going to say peace. There's that. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Working on that. I kind of got sick of this as well. I don't know. It's fine, but it got finicky, and this area was like, there were a lot of color changes. There's a lot of color changes in a really small area, and I just kind of got sick of constantly bouncing around. But I finished the truck, pretty much. There's that. And then my last whip is this guy. It does not look like anything. It kind of looks like a blue tree stump, if I'm being honest. Hey, get out of my way. This is going to be an owl. This is part of the owl ornament. I have no idea where that went either, and the only thing I have to show is the pattern, which I'm not going to do. Where did that go? Jeez. I swear I'm organized. So those are all my whips. Let's drink some coffee. I'm thirsty. It's probably cold. It's lukewarm. It's fine. Okay. Told you this was going to be a long video. Okay. So, those are my whips. Now I want to show you what I have planned, kind of. Hang on, there's more things over here that I forgot I had. That goes there. This goes down there. Do I not have like a cover? Okay, well this goes here with this. Hang on, don't look. There we go. Okay. Why do I have so many silly things that I printed that now I'm like, what did I do with that? Hey. What was my goal with this? I have no idea. Oh, I said I just have like, I have half of a pattern mixed in with a completely separate. Okay. Do I have anything else hiding? Okay. Gracious. I'm crazy. Okay. I'm sorry. This can go in here like this. Okay, let me show you. So, and then it's all going to go in the box. My brain, I swear. So, I organized my things courtesy of Joann. Joann Stores. This is just extra. It's like I have perforated paper. I have plastic canvas that I've never opened or stitched on. I just bought it. This is a little notebook that I think I was trying to keep track of things in. This is, and I can tell you this is so old. I have 3 projects written in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So apparently I was going to use this as a way to track my stitching, like my projects. But I have 3 projects in here that I finished in 2020. So that tells you when I opened this last, and probably it's because it got thrown in with my project basket, not my like whip stuff. it got put in with my stash instead of with my other things. That's a pattern I probably will never do. And these are cardboard dividers. Okay. Woo! So, thank you, Joanne. I have this. It is literally just a cloth bucket, but I love these, and they're fantastic because they fit my patterns and my kits, and then it goes up above my head on my shelf. And then, ta-da! So, I have this. Okay, so patterns, I'm going to show you what I have pattern-wise, and then I'm going to show you what I have that's kitted. I'm going to start with these first. I've got 3 cross-stitching, World of Cross-Stitching magazines. This is April. This is May. Oops. And then this is August. I love this so much. I know I bought these for specific reasons. I don't remember the specific reasons. But I know that I've kept them because that means that there's something in here that I wanted to stitch. I just don't remember right now because I haven't flipped through them in a while. Into the bucket. Then, pattern-wise, so I have Letters from Mermaids by Norcourt. I have the letter A. Ta-da! She is not my favorite, and I might change the colors. I'm not necessarily thrilled about this, but my married name starts with an A. And yes, it's purple. My husband's favorite color is purple, but I'm not necessarily thrilled about the colors in this, so I might do some color converting. I don't know yet. I don't know. I kind of look at it and I don't really care for the blues used in the water with the purple used for the A. I'm just not, it's not calling to me. Then, so I'm putting these in a bag together so they don't get messed up. I have, from Tiny Modernist, it's a set of 4 Halloween signs. So we have Double Double, Toil and Trouble, When Witches Go Riding and Black Cats Are Seen, Eat, Drink, and Be Scary, and then Trick or Treat. So yes, I'm putting these so they stay nice and nice. I'm going to put these loosely printed ones too that are going to go in here. This was gifted to me. It is called Variegated Flower by Rachel James of Fuzzy Fox Designs. I feel like I have bought a pattern off of her before. This is, like I said, this was gifted to me by a friend. She bought me like rainbow floss and she thought it would be really pretty to make. It is super pretty, just not my style. But I have it. And then this is by Abby Sue Designs. She did a Dogs of Disney stitch along that I was a part of. And this is what they all look like together. Oh, don't look. I love it so much. I think it's adorable. And I also went ahead and got the bonus dogs. So, I love that. She also did a Cats of Disney. I just have not printed those patterns out. And yes, I am a paper pattern person. I do print double-sided. Oh, look. This is why I really need to flip through all of these, because this is part of this. Gosh. Is there anything else? I'm going to end up flipping through here and going, is there anything else I'm missing? Anyways, there's that. I've tried digital patterns, not for me. I cannot do it. I work best when I can like physically like touch the pattern, you know, get right up on it, cross it off with my pencil or my pen or highlighter or whatever. I lose track on a screen. I can't like stay focused. I've tried, which is why like, and yes, I've heard about Pattern Keeper, but I have not invested in Pattern Keeper because I don't think it would work for me because I am so visual. Into the box, I have, this has been on my wish list for a long time. This is Loved by You. It says hello from Liz Matthews. I don't know, I'm going to assume that's the, yeah, because her website is www.hellofromlizmatthews.com. But I love this. It is how sweet it is to be loved by you. It is in like that typed font. I love this. I had my eye on this forever, and then this was in the Stitchy store when I went back home to Indiana and was like, done. I have, this is 13 Owls by Plum Street Samplers. It is my first Plum Street sampler, designed by Paulette Stewart, and it is 13 owls in a haunted tree, all stared down so it daunted me. One laughed out, who there she be, so they all joined together and they taunted me. I love that. I got this off of a Facebook group. I'm in a couple Facebook groups where you post either whips or projects that you have, like you destash, where you go through it and you're like, I'm not going to stitch this, and so then you either sell it or trade or whatever, pass it on to someone who goes, me please, and that's where I got that. I paid someone a couple bucks for it. She was super sweet, and she mailed it to me, and it was great. I'm also in another group that is, please, please, please take my unfinished whips, and for those, and that group is, you have something stitched, and you just, you know you're not going to finish it, like you have UFO'd it, and so you're like, take it, I'm done with it, and people go, me, same kind of thing. You raffle it off, and then, but then you have to send the whip, the floss, anything that you have with it, you send it on. I'm going to do that with the one project that I have UFO'd, because I haven't touched it in over a year, and I know that I'm not going to. So, next, I have the hands-on design, the Chalk Talk Let's Talk like seasons. I have all 4 of them. These ones are not kitted. I have one of them kitted, so that's why you don't see it here. But I have the Let's Talk Spring, and Let's Talk Summer, and Let's Talk Winter. You will see, I think winter is my favorite. I really like it. Speaking of winter, my house currently smells like a pine tree forest, and I love it because I'm melting wax like right there, right around that corner, and it smells amazing. But it's called like Forests of Narnia. So nice. So there's those. And then I have a couple Mirabilias, of course, that I had to snag. I have, what is this one called? Bluebeard's Princess. Look at her. Ooh. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Bluebeard's Princess. I love the seahorses. I have Cathedral Woods Goddess. I have been obsessed with her for so long. She lives in the densely wooded forest. And I do have the bead pack for her. I really want to start her. I just have to figure out what fabric I want to put her on, and I'm thinking about putting her. Ooh. So I have this. Do you think? With like the browns and the blues and. I'll think about it. That might work. Okay. The bead pack, my lady, my goddess. I love her. And then I have red, but I want to. Oh, I didn't realize. Once upon a time, her mother told her to beware the dangers of the forest, but Red, all grown up, forges her own path. What does Bluebeard's princess say? Nothing. Maybe that's why I didn't notice. So I love Red, but I think I want to color convert her. Don't get me wrong, absolutely gorgeous, right? But I kind of want to make her green. So orange and green are my top favorite colors. Red's not going to look good orange. I don't think so. I think that could go really wrong really easily, but could you imagine stitching her in like deep greens? I just think she'd be beautiful. I mean, I could also see blue would be beautiful, purple would be really beautiful, but I'm feeling like green. Like I want to convert her and make red into green. Yeah, so I'm going to work on that. I'll get back to you. Okay, those are all my standalone patterns that are not kitted. Now I'm going to show you what I do have that's like kitted and ready to go. So obviously with the owls, that is a set of 6. I don't know what I did with the cover photo. I'm really sorry. It'll pop up eventually and I will show you. Is it in here? Nope, those are finishes. Nope. Well, whatever. But the owls are a set of 6, so I have those, obviously. I have all the fabric and the floss because it came as a kit. Holiday chuck ornament with a set of 4. I have already done Mary. I'm working on Peace. I still need to do Santa's and Joy. Then I went like ornament crazy this past year, and I don't know why. That's for Harry Potter. I have this set of ornaments from Janlin. They are they're Christmas cocoa mugs. I think they're super cute. So I have these as well to stitch. I love them. Christmas cocoa mugs. Goddess beads, you're going to have to go somewhere else. My patterns are like leaving. Still on the ornament trend, I have another plastic canvas set. This is Christmas jar ornaments. Also find them adorable. Look at the little reindeer. Sorry, I haven't actually opened this yet, and it's one of those like sticky, sealy ones, so I don't want to open it until I'm ready to. These are all my kits. These are my big kits. Okay. So, and some of these you've seen. This is it Imaginating is the company? Whatever. This is Let's Be Wicked by Ursula Michael. She has like a whole series too of like that kind of style. And then these are the flowers that I have. What are they called? Oh, I have peach floral, lilac floral, blue floral, and pink floral. there's all of those, and they all come kitted. These are the ones that I want to do and then display on my wall. I know what that's for. I just don't have the pattern in there. I have Harbingers 1 and 2. Honestly, I'm not too crazy about these anymore. Like, I look at this and I'm like, meh. It says copyright 2020. I haven't touched it since. Like, so I don't think I will actually be doing this, but I have fabric in here. I have a beautiful fabric. Most of the ones that come kitted like that are Aida, just white Aida. This is 32 count Stormy Night Belfast. Yeah, see, the more I look at this, the more like, I don't think I'm going to do this. Well, that's going to get donated. Just save the fabric. I'm trying to be realistic about the things that I'm actually going to do. And I look at that and it does not call to me, so I'm not going to worry about trying to stitch it. Here is that Let's Talk Autumn. I have decided to put it on 32 count Belfast linen in navy. I think it calls for slate, but every time I look at it, I mean, I can see it now, but I always was like, no, that would look beautiful on blue. So I'm stitching it on blue. I'm going to stitch it on navy. I have the Well Hello there. It's Hands-On Design. It's the months of the year. So I've got, and I have most of the beads, I think, or if not all of them, but it's like Well Hello there, January, February, whatever. And I've decided to put it on 32 count Belfast in fairy dust instead of white. Those are quick. So this is that other product bag that I have the exact same of. Whoop, don't lose my fluff. It's super pretty. Happiness is handmade. And this is holding, I have the Year in Chalk by Hands-On Design. I don't have all of them, but I have January. I have January. I have February. I have March. I have April. May. I have already done November, and I have December. And I have the corresponding floss for like most of these. I love that I just have like random. Sorry, November is well loved and has the sticker for my fabric on it. What is wrong with me? There's all the floss. I am using, I don't remember the count because that part is ripped off, but I think it's 32 count linen in gunmetal. So I have a big piece of it because I want to just put them all on the same piece, as many as I can on a piece, and cut them out separately. But there is November's. Thankful and grateful. Yeah, I did this in 2020. I haven't done any of the others. That's hilarious. So I'm going to have, but, yep. Ta-da! So there's that. This fabric, I'm not going to lie, is a bitch to stitch on. It is. It really is. You have to make sure that you have the best lighting because it is hard to stitch on. I tend to stitch on it. I think I stitched on it when I would sit on the couch with like all my lights on and like the blinds open. So I was getting all the light. the floss is beautiful to work with. But I've also shared my hatred for stitching white on black. It is so finicky in my opinion. And it has to be like just right. If you have to, I have to at least. I have to go, it takes me forever to do white on black. I stitch super, super slowly. I will like railroad every single stitch. Otherwise, it does not lay right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it doesn't lay right and it messes up. So there's that. Now, this is going to be a big boy. I just have it folded up really small. This is for the, it's the Owl Forest embroidery, the 100 owls, that big like stitch along that they did. I went ahead and ordered all of their custom floss for it, and this is the fabric I decided to go with. It is a 32 count linen in Sea Spray. I have that. I have this beautiful, I just have my address on it, so I don't want to show it. It's not the pattern in here, it's just my order. But I have this 28 count ice blue cashel linen, and then I have a bead pack because I'm going to make a biscornu out of this. It is a peacock biscornu that I'm going to give to a friend. Then I've got even more. We're not done yet. We're almost done. That's that rainbow floss. This is not cross stitch. This is an embroidery. It's an embroidery pattern called Blue Eyes. That a friend gifted me. Like, it's cute, it's pretty. I don't know if I've actually ever looked at it. She gifted me this. I've never really done embroidery, so that'll be fun. I'll get to it eventually. I don't know if I'll do it this year, but I'll get to it. So I have that. I'm just kind of dropping them in now because all I have left are like more smaller ones. I have two Disney themed, like Disney princess kits. I have Belle. Oops. Just Belle. And then I have a Snow White, and it's called Kind to All. They're just cute. I like Disney princesses. Why not? Who doesn't like Disney princesses? I've got, I know these were kits that came with those magazines, but I liked these because I only have the two right now. This is Home Sweet Home. I think that's super cute. And then I've got, these are two by Tiny Modernist. I don't know who designed this one. That was Durian Jones. Tiny Modernist because I like stitching insects. I love stitching that dragonfly. So this is an Atlas moth and a tiger moth. I don't know if I'll frame them the way they're framed with like the yellow felt, but then I've got a crap ton of Dimensions Christmas. Again, don't know why. For someone who doesn't do Christmas, I have a lot of Christmas stitching, which is weird to me. I have Merry and Bright. It says, "May your days be merry and bright." I do really like this. I think my goal was to like make them into Christmas cards. I'm pretty sure that's what my goal was. Which is still a good thing to do. This is Christmas Penguin. It says, "Merry Christmas." This is a Joyful Snowman. That's what his little banner says. I love this one too. And then this one says, "Believe." That was a good, that's like almost full coverage. A couple of these squares are full coverage, but it's pretty. Very pretty. Okay. We're almost there. I'm slowly, I have my Jim Shore by Mill Hill, my cards set. I'm still missing the queen, but I have the ace, I have the king, and I have the jack. I just need the queen of hearts. She's beautiful. I don't know if you can like kind of see her. I just need her. And then I've got my little bitty Mill Hills. I've got Winter Holiday Collection. I think they're two different though. So I have Santa and Rudolph. And I have the Snowy Owlette. And then I have 3 from the Autumn Harvest Collection. I have Taboo Kitty. I have Moonstruck Manor. And I have Fallback. So those are all of my kits. I've done really, really good, done really, really well with not buying any other patterns or kits, but honestly, that also does not include, I have a binder full of printed out patterns that I originally paid for, that I haven't touched, but I have a whole binder of other patterns that I still haven't gotten to, that I bought off like Etsy and printed out. The last I want to show you, I don't really have a stitch of fabrics like some other floss tubers do. I have a stash of kits. But I do have some fabrics that I want to show you, and they need homes. So I just showed you this was what I had for Harbingers, the Stormy Night. This is a 36 count Edinburgh linen, right? Called Bramble. Ta-da! Now I'm like rushing. Like, why am I rushing all of a sudden? I bet my color is bad because the snow is just... And that's with like my blinds like partially closed. Ooh! This is a beautiful, I showed you this, called Mulberry. It's a 32 count Belfast. I love it. It's not doing it justice in the bag, but like, it's beautiful. This is just a little scrap. It's a 32 count Joblin called, no, this isn't right. I think this was put in the wrong bag because this bag originally held a 32 count Joblin in Violet Splendor. This is obviously not violet, and it's just a cute little scrap. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I just really liked it. I don't know. I find it adorable. I will figure out something to do with it. Something small. Something itty bitty. I have this I've had forever and have still not used. It's 16 count Aida in Purple Lilac. Like, yep. I still have it. Don't know what I'm gonna put on it. This was like one of the first fabrics I've ordered like offline, and I still have it because I don't know, I just keep putting off using it for whatever reason. This is a 32 count Murano Car. Honestly, I'd never even heard of it before. I've heard of Murano, but I was like, I'll try it. It's in the color Spa. It's like a pretty blue-gray. I have, same thing, 32 count Murano in Rust. This like red color. I know I'm being lazy. I could take them out, but I'm not. This is just an 18 count Aida. It says it's vintage, but it's like gray. It's like white with gray, like marbled to me, which I really like. It looks like a marble. And then this is 14 count Aida in vintage blue. I don't really use 14 count Aida, like if I don't have to. I'm finding I actually really like the smaller count, so that's okay. And that is that, my lovely, lovely friends. I'm going to end this video here. That went on way longer than I thought it would, so I'm going to end this here, but I will see you all very, very soon. In the meantime, God, what is my thing? Happy stitching, happy reading, happy watching, happy listening, happy doing whatever it is that makes you happy doing. In the meantime, be easy with your heart.